Hey there. I'm here to give you an agent tip on how to work your market statistics for Northeast Georgia MLS or Navica. So those of you in LJ, Blue Ridge, that area, hopefully this is going to help you market to your clients and get your name out there as a knowledgeable agent. Okay, so let me share my screen. All right, here is Navica. So when you log into Navica, okay, you're going to take a look. You have this, these options across the top, right? Click on reports, and then there are all kinds of reports within this report. So performance reports, you can look at your performance. You can look at our firm's. You can look at the MLS. MLS is one that you're going to want to use. So there are market comparison reports. Report by price, activity report. There's a historical active report, pending and sold report, stats report, market trends, market conditions, and a report builder. So I looked at a couple of them and created just a couple, which I'll show you, and then we'll go back. So this is a market comparison report. And so what it'll do when you come up to this report is it's going to give you these blanks here, period 1 and period 2. It's going to show like every city there is, including Adairsville, which is not your area. So when you go in here, it'll have everything selected. Just click off, select all, and choose the places that you really want the information. Uh-oh, darn. What happened? Hmm. Well, I guess we'll go back into that. Market comparison report, click go. I guess it'll help to show you exactly what I did, right? So period 1, let's say we want to take it from January of 2024 through December of 2024. And then we want the second one. Well, shoot, let's see what it's really like today. How about we do that? Let's choose 1/1/2025 to 3/5/2026, because that way we know exactly what's going on from last year. Whoops, sorry, 2025. Last year to this year, okay? Just in these couple of months. Now see where it brings up aquifers? That's just alphabetical. Deselect all and go through and choose the places that matter to you. Okay, maybe Big Canoe, maybe. Blue Ridge, Blairsville. Let's look at Cherry Log. And then I think the next is going to be East LJ. But you can see it's like everywhere, all over the entire state of Georgia. Here's Emerson. I don't think you probably need that here. Just click out of it for it to choose that. Choose deselect all, select Georgia. MLS area, this goes by county, so deselect that and add in the counties that matter. If you don't do this, by the way, and you don't select the county, it's not going to give you accurate data. It'll tell you, oh, you haven't chosen an MLS area, so we can't help you. I'm just going to use those two. Property type, you may not want commercial and commercial lease. Maybe it's just residential. Maybe it's just lots too. You could do that. So actual sold date is what you're wanting. Click view report. And here we go. This is how many units were sold last year compared to this year. So it looks like we've gone down, and it's giving you the percentage here as well as the dollar. Number of units, I guess. And then over here's the percentage. So that's a little sad. I'm hoping it picks up here. I think it will. It seems like it's picking up elsewhere. Okay. Let's take a look at another one. This one was the stats report. I thought this was a really, really cool report. And I pulled it just from this last month. Okay. Just this last month, I picked Blairsville all the way to East Ellijay. I actually included every state. I don't know why I did that, but just these 3 counties in the MLS area. And no, I did not look up just one look real estate. I just selected all. Oh, it expired. Boy, that's annoying. I thought I was going to help. So I guess we'll have to figure it out. Stats report. That's what we're going to look at. Let's look at 1/1/2026 to today. Let's choose not every city, but let's choose Blue Ridge, Blairsville, Cherry Log, and East Ellijay. Whenever that comes up, East Ellijay and Ellijay. Bannon, Gilmer. I know I'm not covering. Oh, oh, that's nice. Well, it pulled everything. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like I went into Texas somehow, and I don't know how I ended up in Texas. Um, this is really, really odd. Let me start from scratch. All right. I'm going to actually quicken this up by pulling only one city. So I'm just going to pull Ellijay because that's where I'm sitting. And since we've had a few issues, maybe this will make it easy. This is not as easy to use as FMLS, is it? Or even George MLS. But it's better than what we used to have up here. So residential. And I'll select all companies. And let's look at the report. I just think this is a really cool report and I wanted to show it to you. So all active listings in the system. This is office, board, whatever, list price total, list price average, average days on market. So these are things that y'all Get this out there. Like, look, if you're looking to list your house and you need to move in June, we're in March, April, May, June, 30, 60, 90 days. You need to be putting your house on the market now if the average days on market stays the same. Okay. These are new listings. Of course, they're only going to be low average days on market because we only have 30 days, about 30 days that we've put in here. So they're all going to be low. Closed listings. We got 25 closed listings. The average days on the market was 110. List to sell price average is 96%. That's interesting. Median sold price 435. Average sale price 466, 667. Listing price average. So this is good information. Co-op closed listings. So you can see agents closed their own listings, only 3 of them, right? Because this is the total closed sales, and this is the ones that had co-ops. These are pending listings. How many of them? What's the average days on market? Are you getting like a trend that you can talk about on your social media? This will hopefully help you to get some other people on board. Back on market listings, 175 days. Wow. And there's 26 of them. There's 42 expireds. They took an average of 181 days. So maybe we need to do more than 6 months because that's 6 months, right? So maybe we need to do a year listing agreement or a 9-month listing agreement. These are things that you might notice while you're going through here. So withdrawn listings, deleted listings, that could be something that, they tried to put in and decided not to go through with it or whatever. But I think this is really interesting information and useful information that you can take. You could even screenshot it. You know how to do a screenshot? Now, this is a Mac, so it might be a little bit different. You might have a print screen button on a Windows computer. For me, let's say I want to do, let's see. We have 55 new listings, and this is the list price average. I hit Command Shift 4. It gives me this little arrow thing. And I can do this little thing right here. And I don't need to know the board. In fact, I can just do it like this. And it shows up over here, and I can save it to my computer and to my desktop, and then throw it into a social media post. Super, super easy, super, super quick. Hopefully it'll help you to get some business. There are some other statistical reports that you can find in here. As you can see, market trends, conditions, and the report builder. So what is a report builder? Well, here you go. Here is by MLS area. Now, of course, you've got a beginning and end date, and it shows across across the area what has shown up in Northeast Georgia MLS. Now, I can tell you, Bartow County has had a whole lot more solds than one. But the thing is, not everybody posts in Northeast Georgia MLS a Bartow County listing. So keep that in mind when you're looking through here. It's not that your area is doing fabulous compared to Dawson County or Forsyth or Gordon County. It's that there aren't any listings in Northeast Georgia MLS for those areas. So consider that if you've got a listing that's out of your area, look and see which is the primary MLS for that area. And if you have questions on that and you're one of my agents, call me. I'll be glad to tell you. All right. Calculated fields. Look at all these different calculated fields that you can look at. And these are all across the top once the report is built. So you can see minimum list, max list price, and so on. Now, probably this listing that sold in Bartow County was a piece of land that somebody had that, lives up here in Ellijay or Blue Ridge or up in the mountains. So anyway, have fun with your report builders. and have fun finding your market stats so that you can get this information out to your people. It is so important that we as agents help educate the public about things going on in the market. And when you are the only one coming out on social media saying, guess what? Our area had 67 closings in the last 30 days. Guys, that means that you are the market expert. And when you're the market expert, people trust you. And what do they do when they trust you? And you are trustworthy. I know you are. They'll come and use you. And that's a way to market on social media. That's a little different than just putting the just listed and just solds and little, funny things on there, memes or whatever. This gives you clout that you know what you're doing and you know what you're talking about and that you're going to be looking out for the best for your clients because you already are, even when they're not your clients. Hope that helps. Stay tuned for more tips. Have a great day.